Well, it's that time of year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's time to get ready for the holidays. So today we're going to be unboxing and unpacking several Christmas ornament kits to compare and see what comes inside and how the experience might be to stitch them based on the materials we get. I have a Dimensions kit, a Mill Hill kit, a Satsuma Street kit, and a Janlynn kit, and even a very special Kittens by Katon Creations that I might have dipped into already. So we're going to take a look at those. Hi everybody, my name is Melissa and I go by Stitching Liz here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. I hope you'll follow me in both places and I hope that you will like and subscribe and comment on this video. It would mean so much to me. So let's get started looking at these Christmas ornament kits and see what kind of fun we can get into this holiday season. Okay, so we're going to start with this Dimensions kit. It's called Bear Ornament. I chose this one because I have forever and always loved teddy bears. I used to collect them and they still appeal to me. I find them adorable and I thought this was super cute. So this is what the kit looks like in the back. You can see that the threads and plastic canvas are in there. So let's open this up. Excuse the crinkling. Oh, it's sealed very tightly. And let's see what we've got. So this kit comes with pre-sorted threads that are labeled. It gives you quite a lot of threads. 2 cards worth of the various colors that you'll need and very long lengths. So you get the thread pre-sorted. You get a piece of plastic canvas. I believe this is 14 count plastic canvas. I've never used plastic canvas before. It doesn't look like it would be very different from perforated paper, although I am worried about cutting it to the shape. You can see on the cover that they've cut the plastic canvas to the shape, and I'm worried about what kind of scissors I would use, whether it would dull my scissors, how hard it would be to cut. You can see this kit has some French knots and back stitching. Some back stitching all around and some French knots in the stocking. We're going to take a look and see. We get lots of instructions. I have used Dimensions kits before and they usually give a lot of instructions. And sometimes they really need the instructions because they can be quite complicated. I'm going to take a peek at the chart off camera. So it comes with a needle. There was a needle inside the chart. The chart is mostly black and white with some color. It gives you a chart to indicate what kind of stitch you need and what color thread to use and how many strands of that thread. The most strands that you would use is 3 for the French knots. So this looks, I would say, intermediate in terms of difficulty. I got this from 123 Stitch and I will link it below. Okay, so the next kit that we're going to look at is a Jim Shore Mill Hill kit called Perfect Christmas Santa. I picked this one because I think Jim Shore things are kind of beautiful, although they are more intricate. I love cats, and this is a Santa holding a cat, so I couldn't resist. So this is the front of the kit. You can see a little glimpse of what comes in the kit in the back. Let's open it up and see. So you do get all of your thread that you need, but it is not sorted. So you have to sort the thread yourself. You get the beads that you would need, and I don't know if you can see in this, you get a beading needle and a stitching needle. So these beads are different sizes. There's tinier beads and medium-sized beads. They're separated out by size and not by color. I find using, I have a sticky tacky bob it's called, with a sticky surface. I find it easy to just pour these out on the sticky surface and then lift them up using the color that I need. So it comes with the beads. It has the big square of perforated paper. And again, you would be cutting this to the shape of the Santa. The paper I find easier to cut than the plastic canvas seems like it would be. This paper isn't coated, I don't think. It's just brown paper. A lot of times the Mill Hill kits will have coated paper. This feels a little flimsier than the coated paper that has like a color to it usually does. So I am a little worried about the durability of this paper. Let's see, we get instructions on how many strands to use. They recommend 3 strands for your regular cross stitch and 2 strands for your back stitch, or your beads, I mean, and 1 strand for your back stitch. There are quite a lot of colors in here. I'm going to take a look at the chart off camera. It is a black and white chart. The Santa itself, it looks very full coverage. The Santa is full coverage between the beads and the stitching. So there's a lot of different color changes and bead changes. They give instructions on the back on how to approach the kit. You start with the stitching, and it gives you a little information on how to do the different kinds of beads. This is 14 count perforated paper in antique brown, and the needle is a 24 size tapestry needle, and the beading needle is a 10. So that's the Jim Shore Mill Hill kit. I also got this from 123 Stitch, and we'll link it below. Okay, so the next kit we're going to look at is a Janlynn kit. It's a Whizzer's ornament called Snowman with Cat. You can see it's a snowman with a cat and some fish. Of course, I chose this one because of the cat. I think snowmen are cute because they're more seasonal rather than just Christmas oriented. So you could potentially keep this up all winter long if you had a special hanger or someplace to hang it. This is what the kit looks like from the back. And let's open it up and see what you get. So you get a needle. You do get a thread organizer and all your threads, but the threads are not sorted, so you would have to sort your threads. It comes with, this is a white plastic canvas. There are some weird bumps in the plastic. You might want to take a look at which side might be easier to use. There are just a couple of like plastic bumps on the canvas. I think the fact that it's white is okay because it's a snowman and there'll be a lot of white. It comes with this wire, which I believe is for the hanger that you see up here for the Whizzer. I think that's why they call them Whizzers, because you do a curled wire hanger. So they do give you the hanger. Let's take a look at the instructions. So they do tell you, which is nice, they tell you how many lengths of the particular thread they've given you, which helps you sort the thread a little bit better. So you'd know, for example, that the very light blue is just one strand, and the medium blue, they gave you two, so that you could distinguish which color was which a little bit easier. They do give you some cross-stitch instructions. Looking at the chart, it is black and white, and it is full coverage. There's back stitching in the chart throughout most of the chart. And they even give you a cut line. They show you where you should cut the canvas. Again, I'm a little nervous about cutting the canvas and what kind of scissors I would use. It gives you a little bit of instructions on the back, just basic instructions. I got this on 1-2-3 Stitch. This is a less expensive kit than the others. The Janlynn kit was a little bit less expensive. So if you're looking for an inexpensive ornament, this might be the way to go. They had several snowmen with different themes in the belly of the snowman. So worth checking out. Okay, so the next kit we're going to check out is a Satsuma Street kit. Satsuma Street is by Jody Rice, and this is called Mitten Kitten. You can see it's a cute cat in a mitten. This is what the back of the kit looks like. There are many other Christmas ornament kits that she does. I got this one off 1-2-3 Stitch, but you can get them also from her Etsy site, Satsuma Street. I believe she has them available. So let's open this up and see what you get inside. Okay, so you get your threads that are not sorted for you. You would have to sort your threads into the different colors. She's got them tied with this baker twine at the top. That's what this little thread is. So you've got your threads. You can see in here, you've got a needle, some sequins, and some clear beads that you'll need to do this kit. It comes with this kind of beige perforated paper. This is also not coated, I don't think. So it feels a little flimsy, although definitely not as flimsy as the Mill Hill kit. You can see the chart is full coverage, so you shouldn't see the color of the perforated paper behind the stitching, and you would be cutting this out, and I like that the paper would be easier to cut. She does give you the beading and finishing instructions, how to attach the sequins, cutting the paper. And I believe this is the chart, which is a nice cardstock chart. I'm just going to take a look at it off screen. So the chart is full color, which is, I can't tell if it's easier to read or harder when it's, because the chart is full coverage, there's so many colors next to each other that it is a little confusing. There is some back stitching in this chart. She tells you the floss must be DMC. She gives you the DMC number for the floss. And she tells you to cross stitch in 2 strands and back stitch in 2 strands, and back stitch in 1 strand depending on where you're back stitching. She gives you specific instructions. And she tells you how to attach the beads, which thread to use. she tells you how much of this thread she's given you. So like, for example, for the red thread, she tells you she's given you 2 yards of that. That should help you distinguish which color, although these are very different colors, so it shouldn't be hard to separate these apart. So that's Mitten Kitten by Satsuma Street. So the last ornament kit I want to show you is this special kit that's made by Erin of the Steel City Stitchers. She has a business called Cat On Creations, which she operates through Instagram. She posts on Instagram and you fill out a Google form, and then she gives you an invoice through PayPal and you pay through PayPal, and she sends you the kit. And the shipping was extremely quick. It was super quick process. This is called the Kittens. So what this is like an Altoid tin. And inside it came with a needle and a needle minder. This one is a Christmas bell. It was a Christmas ornament themed kitten. It came with these scissors that are travel scissors. They pop open and they are very cool. They fit right in your tin. And the idea is that she created a bunch of charts, and you pick 4 charts to come with your tin, and they're tiny, tiny little ornaments. And she gives you the chart, she gives you the thread, she gives you the finishing materials. So this is what that looks like. It comes in an organza bag and you get 4 of these. She gives you inside, this is actually fabric, 14 count fabric, I believe, just white. So you would have to, I believe you would have to stitch in hand. I don't think there's a hoop that's big enough for this fabric. But it is stiff enough that it's easier to hold. It's not difficult to hold this fabric. So it comes with that. It comes with the chart for the design. It comes with the thread. And the designs don't have a lot of thread, but obviously this you would need to sort yourself. It comes with enough thread that you can do the chart with some leftovers. Like if you made a mistake, you would be okay. But it's just enough thread to do the chart, and the charts are small. It comes with the finishing material to make the ornament. So it's got this wooden ornament that she's pre-attached a hanger. This is like jute twine attached to it already, and she gives you a piece of comic book board paper that you can wrap your finished piece around and then attach to the ornament, and she gives you this twine to do as trim around. And I have to be honest, when I got this, I was pretty excited about it and wanted to try it. So I did one of the charts already. So this is the one that I did, the candy cane. It was a super quick stitch. She recommends using hot glue to do the finishing, and she tells you to wrap the piece around your comic book board like a present. What I found with that is that it's kind of puffy. So this doesn't look perfect, of course. I think if I were to do the next one, I might leave out the comic book board and do the cut directly to the size I want the fabric, and mount the fabric directly to the wood and then do the trim. Or I might leave out the trim totally and do a frayed edge and attach the piece to the wooden ornament with just the frayed edge. But the idea is that you can use this tin that she gives you to travel with your material and keep this whole kit with you for when you need something to stitch and you have a little time, like you're in a doctor's office or something like that waiting around. So this is really cute. It comes with instructions. She gives you a whole list of instructions. And again, you get to choose the 4 that you want. There were plenty of choices. She plans to do this for other holidays and seasons, so I'm interested to see what the designs look like for that. But this is super cute. And again, you order it through Instagram, so I will link her Instagram information below. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this kit unboxing. I hope you found something fun. I will link everything below for you to try and get. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday stitching season. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.